Hello friends, welcome to my YouTube channel. This is another video Python course for beginners, and in this video we will learn more about if else and conditional statements. So in previous video we will learn about if elif and else. We write some condition and check these, but let's learn more about these. And if you have one line on the if block, then you can print it on the same line. So you write if condition colon and write a statement. If you have only one line of code or only one statement in the if block, then you can write on one line. So it will work fine. So let's check this. If 10 greater than 5, so let's run this. So it's printing 10 is greater than 5, so it's working fine. So if you have one line or one line of code in if block, then you can write it on one line, and you can also write elif 10 greater than 6, print 10 is greater than 6. So let's make it false. So our second condition can be run. So let's write 10 is greater than 10. So the second statement, elif statement, is running that 10 is greater than 16, and you have if else block, then you can also write it on one line. Else block. So it's printing the else block. So if you have one line of code in the if or elif block, then you can write in on the one line. And you can also check two conditions in if block, if or elif. So if I have two conditions, that 10 is greater than 5 and 10 greater than 6, then we will print 10 is greater than 5 and 6. So let's print this. So it's printing 10 is greater than 5 and 6. We are using AND, so in the AND condition the both conditions should be true, as I teach you in the previous videos. So if there is some false condition, then this code will not be executed. So there is nothing printing because this condition is false, and for AND the both conditions should be true. So you can also use OR. So now it will check and it will run because the one condition is true, so it will print the statement. And you can also write if else on one line, and it's called shorthand if else. So I will write print 10 is greater than 5 if 10 greater than 5, else print 10 is less. So it's working as if else. So it will print this line if the condition is true, and if the condition is false, then it will print that line 10 is less. So let's run this. So 10 is greater than 5 and the condition is true, that's why it's printing this line 10 is greater than 5. So if I make it false, then this line will be print. so 10 is less. So you can also, this is called a shorthand if else. You can also write if else on one line. So if you have only one line in if and else, so I have one line in if and one line on else block, so I can write it on one line. But if you have more than one line, so then you have to follow that way, if and else. So then you have to follow this way. And you can also write if else in the if else block. So that is called a nested if else. So if I write 10, if 10 15 greater than 10, then in the if block I can write another condition, that is if 15 greater than 13, print 50 is greater than 30, else 50 is less than 30. So I have written in a dummy statement just to check it. So let's print this. So the condition is true, this condition is true, that's why it's entering in that one block. So if the condition is false, then it will not enter that one block and print something condition is false. So it will check the if condition is true, then it will run this code, and if the condition is false, then it will run this condition, this line. So if the condition is true, it will enter in this block, and again it will check 50 is greater than 30. So if the 50 is greater than 30, then it will print this line, and if the 50 is not greater than 30, and it will print this line. So this is printing 50 is greater than 30. So let's make it false, then this line will be printed. So it's printing 10, 50 is less than 30. So I have write just any dummy statement, just ignore that. And if I make it false, then this line will be printed, it will not enter in that block. So condition is false, this one is printing. So let's make it some sensible statement. So if 50 is greater than 10, then it will print 50 is greater than 10, and it will also check if the 50 is greater than 20, then it will print 50 is greater than 50 is also greater than 20. And let's check another condition in. So that is that's called nested if else. You can check any condition in some other condition. So I will write 50 greater than 30, print 50 is also greater than 30. So it will check if the condition is true, then that will enter in this block and run on this line, and again it will check this condition. So let's run this. So it's printing 10 is greater than 10, 50 is greater than 10, and it's also checking this condition 50 is also greater than 20, but it is not checking this line because this condition is true. That's why it's ignoring these two lines. So that is the rule of if else. So if the first condition is true, it will not goes to the below conditions. So that is called the nested if else. So that's all for today. We will learn more about Python in next videos.